Joining us in the kitchen is the one and only Chad Simon, who is 1/3 of the Black Ties. Welcome to the loft.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
It's always so lovely to see that beautiful face.
Oh man, likewise, likewise.
Listen, something tells me I'm a little bit underdressed for this
party.
It's
It's just one of those things. Some of us got a different invite.
I'm telling you, listen, my invite did not say it's a black tie affair, but no, I am so here for it. Are you much of a cook? I mean, today we are celebrating World Tuna Day.
I am, yeah. I mean, obviously not at the level of our good man over here, but I get by in the kitchen.
Well, let's throw down. Try out this inexpensive but still yummy, quick and easy tuna quiche that uses everyday ingredients. Now, Chef Jay, this sounds like something right up my alley because I love myself some fish and also I love just simplicity.
And what about brunch, right? Brunch is also a good one.
Favorite meal?
Quiche is great before, listen, breakfast, brunch, lunch, it's a great way to start your day because it's got a lot of, really good, wholesome ingredients and very quick and easy to make. So we've started it off by blind baking our pastry. We're using short crust pastry. Now, you could use puff pastry, but I mean, a lot of us have this lying in the freezer, so use that. And blind baking is basically just ensuring that the pastry is cooked before you add your filling, and that ensures that you don't get a soggy bottom, because we're not talking about a soggy bottom today.
Team no soggy bottom.
And a second way that you can prevent a soggy bottom is to actually just brush a bit of egg white on the base, pop it into the oven for 30 seconds to a minute. And that also acts as a barrier. So we're going to start with the most important ingredients for the quiche, and that's eggs.
Love myself some eggs.
So eggs and lots of cream. I mean, we're not holding it back because cream just adds both the setting, it helps you to set the quiche, and also adds a lot of richness in there.
Got you. I mean, Chad, have you ever tried making a quiche from scratch at home?
I have not, but after this I certainly will. And I'm also a big fan of fish, so I'm definitely going to try this.
So we're going to start layering up. Now, some people would add all of their toppings into the egg mixture and pour it in. I like to sort of layer it out because then you can sort of know where you place it.
Be a bit more strategic with it.
Be a bit more intentional when you're making your quiche. You want to add some love to this, so we're going to add some onions.
Yeah, I'm definitely one of those that just added everything into the egg batter.
You really could, and there's nothing wrong with that. And then I'm going to go in with some cherry tomatoes. Okay, and then tin tuna, guys.
Yes, underrated.
Underrated, right? Listen, I love tuna. Bit of chili in this, mayonnaise,
Good to go.
Everyone can relate to this. I mean, and we fully, we're not holding it back. No airs and graces, straight out of the tin today.
I mean, for myself, tuna is something that I used to grow up having a love-hate relationship with. I grew up in a household where basically everyone was always on some sort of a diet. And when you are on a diet, tin tuna is like on every single menu. So I never really watched what I ate growing up. So this, to me, it was just always, for people that go to gym, people who just want, to bulk up with the broccoli. And do you have a good relationship with tuna?
Yeah, I think now I do. I think in my childhood, I also just ate whatever I was given. So I didn't bother too much. But now I think I understand why I have it and when I have it. And I often do, meat-free Monday.
Oh, yeah.
So that's when it comes into play. Yeah.
Well, today we are celebrating all things tuna. And I've got a couple of fun facts that a lot of people might not be familiar with. I mean, do you know that the first canned tuna came out 119 years ago, in the year of 1904.
Wow.
I thought it was like a very new thing. I had no clue that it dated back to the previous century. I mean, tin tuna is also a great source of protein. It is nutritious. It contains many essential vitamins and minerals, such as omega-3, fatty acids. Now this, so it's like calcium, but selenium. Selenium. We're learning something new, baby. And also a very good source of vitamin B12. So I think that's also why it's kind of a star of today.
Yeah, really full-packed of, amazing, qualities, but it's so inexpensive, so affordable, so accessible, and that's what I love about it. So we've just given this a bit of a stir. Now, just giving this a bit of a whisk just aerates the eggs, and that helps you get that fluffy, light and fluffy quiche texture. And then I'm just going to pour this lovely mixture over.
I think it's time for our taste test while Ujay puts the finishing touches. We've given you a healthy slice.
I see so.
No, guys, who do I complain to?
You got the canapé version.
I got the canapé version,
I'm on the main meal.
It's going to be yummy nonetheless. Tell us what you think about that. I'm also going to go in for my taste here. Is it that good? You're not just hyping Jay up here?
I'm here for it. Hype me up, hype me up.
Oh, this is really, really good.
So light and fluffy, but the flavor really hits you immediately. I love how the cherry tomato comes through nicely.
The freshness.
Yeah, but a pop, and the freshness in it.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
so some people would obviously advise for you to cook your vegetables before to avoid any excess moisture, but I love that little pop of cherry tomato, that freshness. So right, guys, I've placed our tin onto a baking tray. Simple reason, because if you know, trying to get this into the oven, you often spill the mixture out. So on a nice baking tray, this is going to go into an oven at 180 degrees for 25 to 30 minutes. But remember, low temperature, because you don't want a high temperature to souffle it up. You want
that's another thing. I was actually about to say that when I made mine, I filled up my baking tin.
Okay.
So now when it came out, it looked like a cake.
Yeah.
Because now the eggs had completely souffled. It came up in volume, and I just was like, what?
So nice and slow. Take your time, and always make sure there's a bit of a jiggle before you take it out of the oven. Don't let it cook all the way through. A little bit of a jiggle.
I am so here for it. Now, Mzansi, after the break, we are getting into some moves and grooves and vibing out to some tunes from the Black Ties. Can't wait.